Alright, this is my little benchtop test of my little flow meter I picked up from China through eBay. I think the cost was about 60-70 bucks for the whole setup. Got a little electronic controller here. It comes with a little flow meter, which is right here. And then there's a little solenoid valve attached to it. And of course it comes with a little transformer, which I barely see, but it's taped down here just for experimental purposes. And it runs on, I think, 24 volts, if I recall. Anyhow, I took a little fiddling. I had to play with the K constant, for which is basically the rate of flow. It tells it how fast the little vane is spinning in the flow meter to each volume of water. So I had to play with it, and it came set with a constant of 45, which didn't match the instructions written in Chinglish. Badly translated Chinese into English, but I'm going to try and see if I can provide some information for people if they want to follow through and do the same thing. It wasn't that complicated, really. Anyways, I had changed the constant from 45 to 7. Worked out really well when I do a little experimentation. So what I've done now is I got my setup here with my hot liquor ton over here, and the valve there, which is open, and my little dishwasher pump that's been converted from my sparge pump here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the pump on first of all. You hear that humming away. And I'm even going to open up the valve here to let water flow. But because the solenoid is now closed, which it does automatically, no water's flowing. I'm going to put this bucket here, which is calibrated. This is what I used to use in my pre-flow meter days. And you can see I've measured the volume to get it correct. And the little black line above the 4 liter mark is supposed to be fairly precisely to 4 liters. So right here on flow meter, you can see up in the top right hand corner I have programmed, sorry it's hard to see, 4.00 liters. That's where it's supposed to shut off when it goes. So I'm going to start her up now, simply by pressing the run button. I'm going to just carefully, I got 2 hands here, sorry, 2 hands here. I'm going to press the button and I'm going to get the water flowing. And it's now going, as you can see. And you can see flow meter's counting down the flow rate, saying it's about just under 3 liters per minute. And it's giving the volume there upper right, the total volume so far. Counting up, coming up to 1 liter. Now, as we look in here, you'll be able to see that we're getting pretty close to what I expect. I'm going to 4 liters because I figure small variations should be able to show up a little more readily than in 1 liter. And it takes about a minute. This I tested it out, and this pump produces about 1 gallon a minute flow rate. Some of the parts for this flow meter, well, obviously the parts for the flow meter, but the parts for the system I've cobbled together, mostly from parts from Home Depot, but a couple actually came from a local RV supply store. These little plastic valves are actually quite sweet. They were about $8 a piece for the one. I've even got a little freeway one I've got here in my mash tun plan to hook up to. And I like that because I can alternate between filling my mash tun or when I'm emptying it out, I'm starting to lauder. Oh, if you look here on the meter, you see it's going to come up 3.86, 3.9, and there we go, is completed. Now I'm going to just set this here so you can see. And as the pedals there, I'd say I'm pretty close. Measured it last time with a beaker. It was a little more accurate, I think, and it came out almost exactly 4 liters. I would say that's definitely within 10% for sure, maybe even a little less than that. I'm quite pleased with that. I think it's as accurate as anything I've done by hand and bucket before. There you go. I'll put up some information about the flow meter I got and where it came from.